And finally, speaking of double standards, too, this border issue just keeps getting to me here, and especially the way the media has been treating the immigration debate. There's a push on to impeach Biden Homeland Security Chief Alejandro Mayorkas. Have a look at how the media has been dealing with this issue.
We're going to the latest now on House Republicans' push to impeach Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas over his handling of the southern border, despite no evidence of high crimes or misdemeanors.
Now, all of these people in the press, saying, oh, this is a nonsense thing. And yet, Mayorkas, he's been letting 10 million people come through since the Biden administration started. Talk us through how the media is trying to shape this debate.
Yeah, if you check out the MediaResearchCenter.com Newsbusters, the latest is they gathered how some in the mainstream media were reporting on this. This is NBC, CBS, and some of the other establishment networks, if you will. And they found that they are trying to downplay this immigration crisis. So if you take issue with DHS Secretary Mayorkas, then you're the problem. That it's not that there's a problem with the immigration crisis going on if you have a question about it. But as you pointed out, millions of people have poured through this border, and even people that have been found on the terrorist watch list. I mean, we don't know who's coming through, and they're really, we're just not equipped for it. It is a humanitarian crisis, and the sanctuary cities, so-called sanctuary cities that some of these migrants are being bused to are up in arms, and they're trying to put the blame back on Texas, who has shipped some of the migrants. They're blaming Texas. They don't want to go to the root cause here, which is the Biden White House. Things were very different when President Trump was in office. There were policies that were, helping stop this flow and flux of migrants, and also just following the laws that are already on the books. The United States of America, we are a sovereign nation. We have the right to defend our borders. Every country in this world defends their borders. So there's no reason that this should be happening. It almost seems like it's by design, by the way that the Biden administration looks the other way when it comes to what's going on at the border. Border Patrol agents are frustrated because they've been handcuffed from doing their jobs. And we often hear from the Border Patrol, people who come out and speak against what is happening. And they said they need more resources and tools and ability to do their jobs.
Stephanie, we're going to have to leave it there, but you're absolutely right. This migration issue is a humanitarian crisis, it's a security crisis, and it's a law enforcement crisis. Thank you so much for your time, and check out Stephanie's work at the Media Research Center website. Now, before we hit a break, it's early in campaign season, but I wanted to share this with you, and I reckon it's going to wind up being a Donald Trump campaign ad, even if the star is a Democrat. Specifically, California Representative Robert Garcia, who complained on Capitol Hill about all the ways Donald Trump wants to secure the border, but did just the opposite. Have a look.
I want to remind the public that Donald Trump and House Republicans also have their own ideas for the border. So let's review the majority's border ideas that they've actually presented. Here they are. Donald Trump actually has said that he wants to build alligator moats along the border. That's one of his incredible ideas. Another idea that Donald Trump has promoted is he actually wants to electrify the border fence and maybe even put some spikes on the border. That's another Donald Trump and MAGA majority border idea. Another idea, which I'm not sure how well it would go, is he wants to actually bomb northern Mexico with missiles. That's another Trump idea. And finally, I think one of the ones that I think is the most grotesque is suggestions that instead we should maybe just shoot migrants in the legs as they cross the border.
Whoa, hold up there. Alligators, fighter jets, electric fences, stop. I'm not a Democrat. I can only vote once.